Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Paper Dragon, and we're back again in World of Tanks. We're going to take a look here at the light American tank. There's only one light American tank in Tier 2, and there are two light French tanks. I only had three open slots. So these are the three we're going to take a look at first, and then we'll get into the German, USSR, and UK tank lines in just a bit. Here we have the M2 light tank, as I mentioned, for the American line. Its hull armor and turret armor are astounding for a light tank, and its speed is pretty good, going 58 kilometers an hour. Uh, it's a very, very light tank, and its armor is exceptional for its speed. Its turret traverse speed is a little slow, but it's gonna do exactly what we're going to have it do. We're gonna jump into game here, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Okay, here we are in the M2 light tank. It's gonna be a quick little tank. We're gonna try and cruise around and do some scouting, and I'm gonna try and make my mouse not hate me. I just jumped straight from the last one into this one, trying to get my mouse to stabilize, which it just does not want to do. I'm going to have to look into a newer one of those. We're going to slide on down over here. We're going to do this quickly. Get past this French Renault FT. And get in behind these houses. Shoot straight through these walls. And slam into that house. Perfect plan. Okay. As I mentioned before, it's bad to sit right there. It's always best to sit back here or up here, using cover against the other side of the map. And there's my tank not wanting to turn for me. Okay. Slide on over here. There's a T2 medium. If we can get out there and get a sight on him, we might be able to open up. Just a little low. Oh, they lost sight of him. I'm not going to keep myself too exposed here. Opening fire will obviously show my enemy where I am. I need a sight on that T2 medium, guys. I cannot make blind shots. Oh, he is now up behind cover. I cannot hit him. My mouse just gave out one more time. And our shot goes a little to the side. Again, a little to the side. Come on. Little high. Oh man, I just cannot make these shots. But our artillery unit can. That T-57 just opened up and finished him off. There's a connection right into his tail end. Again, my mouse is not wanting to cooperate. This is really starting to irritate me, guys. Oh, ricochet. And low. Come on. Got him right there. Hit him right in the turret. Took him out. There's a T2 medium sitting right up there. Let's see if we can get a shot in on him. Nope, he's going down the hill. I cannot make that hit. And there's a T-57 sitting just up there. That can be very dangerous. There he is, guys. Light him up. Good job. The AT-1 took him out. Nice shot. Affirmative. Okay, we're winning 4-2. I don't want to slide up too much. Still quite a few enemies that are still hiding back. Not really moving forward. Looks like we might have to make a move. 5-2. Let's make a move forward. It's currently 10 versus 13. Our speed may give us an advantage here. There's an M2 right up there. Oh. Okay, we're gonna sit back here behind this rock and just hang out. We're gonna look really pretty here. MS-1 right there. Call in fire upon him. See if we can get SPG to hit him. Okay, let's try and slide up this hill. We're going to turn around here. See if we can rush up this hill really quick. And have our mouse fail out. Come on, buddy. Where's my mouse at? That's a very beautiful angle of my tank, though. Looking down directly upon it. It looks like they got rid of the MS-1. The artillery unit got it. FTBS. They're not going to get through that rock. But neither is he. I'm going to try and slide up alongside him here. Get hung up on the hill. There's the T-57's carcass.
Permission to engage.
T-18 took his shot.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
Oh, my Ammo-Rack's hit. That's going to be a slow reload.
You didn't blow. Critical hit.
Oh, and he got us. Had no shot there. That frontal armor, I just couldn't get around him. Was not fast enough. Where's our AT-1? Taking shots from the hill. Good spot for a sniping unit like the AT-1. FTBS sitting down here in the villa. T-57 right next to the AT-1. There's the Hago, Tier 2 Japanese tank. We'll follow him for just a second here. Seeing as he's got a hill spot right behind this rock. We've definitely got a victory here, but I was not able to play my tank properly. Should have really just held back, tried to pull him out from behind that building. But apparently my attention is not too good when I'm talking. Okay, after this I will go over what crews are and how skills and perks work. Not generally something you're going to deal with in lower tiers, unless of course you sit and grind on that lower tier. But I will give some tips that I've learned as to how to transfer them to other tanks in the same nation's line. Seeing as you can't transfer a American commander to a UK tank, these are based off of World War II type tanks. It just wouldn't be predictable, but there are tanks that were controlled or leased out to other countries, and we'll see some tanks that were done in that manner. Looks like the only thing left is the T2 Light. See if the Hago can get him. Okay. Sitting right here. Waiting for him. Just waiting. Oh, so long is the wait. Everyone's moving in on the base, which is good. It's going to increase the cap time. There we go. Well, I'm sorry, decrease the cap time. That was... Focus. I need to focus. Sort of looking over crew stuff right here. And we'll see you back in the garage in this victory. Okay, here we are back in the garage. We are in the top 50% with this tank for the week. That's who destroyed us. There's all that. Here's our team score. That's how I did. I am 5th in the team for experience. Detailed report for anyone that wants to see it. There it is. And we're going to take a look at our characters here. We're going to right click, go into their personal file. This is the commander. His rank is sergeant. That's his name. The crew, the tank that he's part of. This is what he is, the qualification. He is his commander. His training level, as you can see, the 53%, that is his training level. When it hits 100, you can actually add a skill or perk to him. There's no modifiers. That's a specialization. That's the tank he's specialized towards. Even if he's specialized towards the M2 Light, you can put him into other tanks, but there will be a massive decrease to his ability to perform in that tank. You can see here there's awards. If you earn an award on a tank, it'll go towards the characters within that tank. Obviously, we've earned no rewards in the M2 Light tank, so he has none. Now, you can transfer them from tank to tank, as I mentioned, and the awards will stay with them. Here's the battles that they have fought right there under combat experience. And the average experience per battle is 258. So he makes about 258 every battle right now. Experience required to increase skill, 426. Battles left, approximately 1. When driving a premium vehicle, obviously there is an increase to their experience gain. If you pay money for a tank, you can use it to train your crew quickly. I wouldn't really promote doing that in a lower tier tank. That just wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. The tank would be cheap, but you're not going to get a whole lot of experience in lower tier battles. Additionally, crew training for elite vehicles can be accelerated, which I mentioned. This checkbox right here does that. Step over to here to the training tab. As you can see, there's light tanks, medium tanks, heavy tanks, tank destroyers, and SPGs. You can also use credits to increase their skill to 75%. That would be here. Or you can use gold, which is bought with actual money, to increase it to 100% immediately. I can change his skill to any of the light tanks that I had available. Those are tanks he can be trained to. Medium tanks, those are all the medium tanks I could train him towards. Same for heavy, tank destroyer, and SPGs. And if I did train him, I could train him to 75% immediately. That's normally what I do. I put a little money towards it. And if you move him to a new vehicle and you don't want to hunt down in the list, you can just hit current vehicle. It'll pick the vehicle that he is in. And since he's above 50, it's not going to want me to put him back to 50. That wouldn't make any sense. So it's opened up 75, closed down 50, and since I don't have the currency available to 100, it's closed that one out as well. Step over to our skills. These are common skills. These actually appear for all of them. So whether it's a commander, gunner, driver, any of those can learn these skills. They have the repair skill, decreases the time it takes to repair vehicles, seeing as if I was tracked, my tracks were damaged, how long it would actually take my crew to repair that problem. Camouflage, obviously, is camouflage. When I sit still, it's how quickly my tank goes out of visibility, really blends in with its terrain, and stays hidden. Firefighting, if my engine did catch fire, it will stay lit for a certain amount of time. With firefighting, you actually decrease how long your tank is on fire. And then you have down here, Brother in Arms. Improves the major qualifications and all skills for the entire crew. So if somebody had camouflage and another had Brother in Arms, it would actually increase the camouflage training for them. And now here, these are, as you can see, directly just for the commander. Only commanders can get these. This is Mentor. Additional experience will go to all other members of the tank aside from the commander. So after a battle, more experience will be spread out to the other tankers than to the commander. Sort of increases the training towards your other tanks. Then there's Recon. Increases maximum view range in your tank. So as you can see on the right side, my view range is 320. Now if I put Recon on, it would increase how far he could see. He could see even further. A Jack of all trades enables the commander to master every qualification and replace knocked out crew members. So say the gunner was knocked out and my commander had Jack of all trades. That means our reload time, our aiming time, and all that wouldn't drop as much, and it would actually help out quite a bit. Then there's Eagle Eye. Enables the commander to identify critically damaged modules on targeted vehicles within the view range. Now, This is a good one for later tanks if you're trying to see what's damaged. It helps to know if you've knocked out their radio or if you've knocked out their sights. Just to know what their tank can do gives you a better understanding of the enemy and what they can actually accomplish instead of just being scared of what they would do if they're at full capability. And then here, last one for Commander, we have Sixth Sense. Enables the Commander to words. And here we have Sixth Sense. Enables the Commander to identify whether the vehicle has been spotted by the enemy. Really as simple as it sounds. If the enemy spots you, Sixth Sense will trigger and let you know that you have been spotted so you can move your tank out of danger's way. Now, there are a couple different things here. You'll notice at the bottom it says the perk will not come into effect until it's reached 100%. And those go up just like the training level here. So once this hits 100, we can pick a perk. And that perk will take experience. Now, you will train in Sixth Sense, but it will not work until it is reached 100%. And there are others, like Jack of all trades. It will slowly increase the more experience towards it. So he may not be very effective when he's at 4%, but when he's at 100%, you will decrease the problems that you will see in your tank when you lose another member. And that is the idea for skills and perks. Now, if you keep this person after you sell your tank, or if you remove him from a tank to another tank, if their training level experience drops to, say, 75%, their perks that they have will stay in effect where they are, but will not gain experience until your character has gone back up to 100% in his training level. So we're going to take a look here at the gunner, show you some of the skills and perks here, because you'll see there are different ones. We have designated target, makes targeted enemy vehicles visible for 2 more seconds. So if they slide out of view, you will still know where they are for a couple more seconds. Armor increases accuracy of a damaged gun. Really simple. If your gun becomes damaged, your accuracy will not decrease as quickly. Means your aiming reticle will still hone in on the enemy a little bit better. Deadeye increases the chance to cause damage to enemy vehicles, modules, or crew. Means your rounds will be a little more effective. They'll punch through a lot easier. Then you have Snapshot, improves accuracy during turret rotation. Now, as you might understand, rotating turret messes with accuracy. It's hard to rotate the turret because it's normally the commander or the gunner doing it. More than likely in this tank, not the gunner doing it, but this helps quite a bit. When you're in a light tank, you need your accuracy as much as possible. And as you can see, he's not only the gunner, but he's also the loader. So he not only fires the gun, gets the sights ready, but he's also loading the gun. And these are perks for loaders. Intuition creates a chance the loader will promptly switch between shell types, either while the gun is loaded or during the loading process. This is sort of, instead of you personally having to change what shell is in there, especially for auto loading, the gunner will actually put that in and prepare for the attack. Then there's Adrenaline Rush. Gun loading accelerates after your tank's health goes below 10%. Normally, if you've taken that much damage, people are injured, and that can be a very good thing for medium or heavy tanks or tank destroyers, things that can take hits and protect their crew. And then there's Safe Stowage. If you have weak ammo racks, Safe Stowage allows the loader to obviously safely stow away the ammo so that if it gets struck, it will not explode on impact. And that is a very good thing for lightly armored vehicles that can get hit or weak ammo rack areas. We'll jump over here to the drivers. We'll show you a couple of their skills. Right here we have Controlled Impact. Heavy vehicles on the move, want to ram something but don't want to take damage. Controlled impact. Decreases damage to your vehicle, increases damage to enemy vehicle on running into them. Off-road driving reduces ground resistance when driving in moderately soft terrain. So you're driving across the beach, gonna slow down your tank. With off-road driving skill, it won't slow you down as much. Smooth ride increases accuracy while you're driving. Good for a light tank on the move quite a bit. Need that accuracy to hound the SPGs or a tank destroyer just so you can get into the spot that you need to hit and get out. Preventative maintenance reduces the chance of engine fire. So the driver will know preventative maintenance for the engine so that if a collision happens or if the engine gets hit, it's less likely to catch on fire. And lastly, we have clutch braking. Increases vehicle's traverse speed, means the tank can turn faster. Really good for heavy tanks or tank destroyers when they need to get around to an enemy that's coming up alongside them. And then finally, we'll go over the radio operator skills and then check out personal data changing here. And as you can see at the top, it's always showing the same ones that can be learned. Radio operator skills here, we have extended view range. This is situational awareness. It is cumulative with the effects of recon, coded optics, and binocular telescope. Really good if you're in a tank destroyer or anything that really needs to snipe. Call for vengeance. Your tank, light tank, gets destroyed. This is very good because it will report enemy vehicles for 2 seconds longer. So if you're in a light tank, you get destroyed, an SPG can use that extra 2 seconds to hone in on a target and take them out, especially if it's a heavy tank or a tank destroyer with a lot of armor that nothing else can punch through. We have signal boosting, extends signal range, can be very good for an SPG. You need that signal range to know where the enemy is because you're going to attack in a very different thing. And in several videos from now, I will show you the attack view of an SPG. And then finally, we have relaying. This actually extends the signal range of allied communication. So any allies within your radio coverage will actually have increased signal range, simply put. Now let's check out personal data. Right up here, personal data, you can change your character's image and their name. Pretty simple, costs money. Not really going to do that, especially with these low tier guys. And that is the basic showing of crew. Okay, let's jump into one more match with our M2 light tank. Try and run it correctly. See you on the other side, guys. Okay, guys, we're back in the final match here. We're going to do in the M2 light tank. Spent so much time talking. I'm just going to keep the battle short. Show you a little bit more what these can do. Let's not cut off our allies here. Let's give this AT1 a push. Put some of our speed behind him. Okay, come on. There's our mouse failing out again. We're going to go this way, actually. AT1 can go that way. He's got the defense. I've got the speed. I'm going to follow this Cruiser 3 along one line, more than likely is where he's going. Okay, we're going to slide in just over here. This is minor scouting. Hoping we don't get shot. We are pretty exposed. Unless we've been spotted by an ally, the SPG won't open up on us. And their SPG is a T-57. Really good armor for an SPG on a T-57. But I've got the gun that'll cut him in half. There's a T-18. Oh, no. Oh, that's not good.
Ready to fire. Hydraulics are down. We have to hand crank the turret. Enemy is hit. Track hit. Enemy armor is hit.
Oh, destroyed him by ramming into him. There we go, guys. That's a ram destruction right there. I'm going to try and get behind this MS-1 or wait for him to come out. Oh, and the Cruiser 3 got him. I'm going to try and get him moving here. Don't want their SPG opening up on us. Alright, our goal here is actually to get their SPG. And 1 second here. Cut through this wall. We're going to try and stay close to these buildings here. Hope the enemy doesn't pop out at us. I'm amazed that I lived through that And as you can see down here in the bottom left, you can see that our turret is damaged, means our traverse speed has dropped, and our track is damaged, means that our travel speed has dropped. We're not going to go as fast as we normally would.
Ready to fire.
There's a T-57. He doesn't see us yet. There he is. One more shot, one more shot.
Enemy
Oh no.
is damaged.
Oh, good job, Cruiser 3. May have just saved my tail end. Alright, we're going to move in. We're currently up 12-3. Just ran into something explosive. Going to use this building and this T-57 as cover. Going to stare at this doorway because my mouse has just given out. And this is probably going to be the last video I do until I get this mouse situation worked out. Sorry about that, guys. Really not what I'm aiming to do here. I'm not going out there. No way. We've got a capture going. G-18 has more armor. Not doing it. That Cruiser 3 could eat me alive. Okay, we're at 74%. 80%. Where did the Cruiser 3? He must have gone up the hill. We're going to fall back so he can't snipe us from up there. And that's capture. Good game, guys. I'll see you back in the garage after this victory. Okay, here we are back again. We are in the top 20%. Fire for effect. Pretty simple stuff. These are the 4 that we spotted, the 1 that we took out, the 2 that we damaged, the damaged modules, fuel tank, and the assistance in destroying. Here's the team score. Did 3rd best. Oh, here's a demonstration for you. That blue 1 means that he actually took out one of our allies as well. That's very, very bad. Let's see if we can pull him up here. Damage caused 2 allies. He destroyed him and did 81 damage to him. I don't think there's any way for us to pull up who he destroyed, though. Alright, we're going to jump to the detailed report. Take a gander at that if you'd like. And I think that's going to be it for this episode. I'll see you in the next one when we cover the D1 and a little bit more on how this game runs.